You are watching.
Pilot.
What's up? My name is Rick. This is your boy Hondo.
What's up?
We are here at Pilot MMA, man. Our very first episode, bro. Are you hyped?
I am fucking hyped.
That dude. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. We gotta get hyped, bro.
I'm hella hyped for this upcoming card, Saturday, UFC 316. It's looking like a real banger of a card.
Dude, 316 has got me freaking hyped, bro. Like, I mean, even the prelims, man. I look at the prelims and I don't know, dude. A lot, we'll be honest, not too sure about any of these guys, right?
I don't know many of the people.
Yeah, I'm not, but I don't know. I'm just like, I think they're gonna put on a show, man. I just got a good feeling this is gonna be a good show, bro. I think most of the fights are probably gonna be good.
It's a very action-packed main card at the very least.
At the very, very least, brother.
Very least.
Yeah.
First topic. I want to talk about the absolute atrocity that was UFC Vegas 107. We saw this card, and it was such a sleeper card. It was just terrible.
Oh, man.
Terrible. The entire card was decision finishes. There was only 3 actual finishes and like 6 cancellations, including the main event.
Cancellations are becoming a problem, bro.
Absolutely.
They're becoming a problem.
Right? Especially for this one guy, I just told you about him, Andreas Gustafsson, originally scheduled to debut back in January at Vegas 101. Right? He withdrew due to a neck injury. Right? They bring him back in for 107 against Jeremiah Wells. He ended up withdrawing 11 days before the fight. They replaced him with Trevin Giles, changed the weight to catch weight, 180, but ended up suffering a head injury after falling in the restroom.
Okay.
During the weight cutting process. Right? So now, Universe doesn't want this guy to fight. They want him to make a big entrance because now he's rescheduled to fight Chaos Williams in the prelims at 316.
Chaos Williams. Okay, Chaos Williams is not no joke, bro.
And I've seen a few of his highlights. I've looked at a few of his highlights coming from his, the B League organization.
Yeah.
The guy likes to throw hands.
Okay.
The guy likes to throw hands. He's a stand-up fighter.
Yeah, that sounds good, bro. That sounds good. That's
So
those I hate to say it, dude, but when they're fucking in their boxing, and actually fighting, those are the fights.
Those are the fights.
Those are the ones you want to see. Well, at least for us.
But yeah, man, I'll be looking out for that fight. At least that fight on the prelims. I'm excited for that one. Chaos is a stand-up fighter too, no? He's a stand-up fighter.
Yeah, big time, man. Chaos. I don't think I've really even seen Chaos grapple or anything like that, man. But if I'm not mistaken, dude, he's actually. I think he's been inactive for a little while now. Let's check on that, man.
I haven't seen him in a fight in a minute.
It's been a while since I've heard that name.
And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say he's coming off a loss.
He's coming off a loss.
I want to say he's coming off a loss, if I'm not mistaken.
Man. Yeah, I'm not too sure on that one, man. But, hey, man, it's going to be a great fight, dude.
Either way, right?
Either way, it's going to be a great fight, dude. Just to see this guy back. Let's see. Here, his last fight was, Bumfine. No, it's actually recent, dude. February 15th.
Oh, okay. So he did
February 15th, it was his last fight. And, yeah, he did lose against Bumfine. And he got choked out. He got choked out, man. Okay, so he's trying to get back in the win column. And this, you know what? And Gustafsson, this is his debut, right?
Yes.
Actually, and I think I saw it that this is gonna be. He's actually the first one to wear the debut patch.
What do you mean? What debut patch?
Because now fighters are gonna have to be the ones that are making their debut actually have a fight. I have a patch on their shorts now that's gonna say debut.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be the first one
To wear it?
to wear it. Yes, if
Really?
I'm not mistaken.
All right. Going ahead now, like I said originally, there's only 3 finishes in this entire card, right? First one coming from the prelims is Jordan Levitt versus Kurt Hollabaugh. Right, Levitt won via anaconda choke, a minute 39 seconds into round 1. Right, and because of that, he got a fight of the night bonus. Saw that it was an insane choke. It was an insane choke. Sadly, like Kurt knew what Levitt was going to do. Kurt knew. They had him in an interview. He knew he was going to grapple with him. And he's like, I got to knock him out. First thing I can do is I got to knock him out. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it against Levitt. Got choked out. Levitt got a fight of the night bonus. And Levitt was came off a 1.5-year hiatus. This is his first fight after a 1.5 years.
Wow.
Coming off a loss from Chase the Dream Hooper in 23.
Oof, yeah. And I think after that was Patty, right?
Before that was Patty.
It was Patty. Yeah, man. I saw his fight with Patty. For me, dude, the thing about Levitt, dude, was when he was just twerking, man.
Oh, you remember that?
Dude, that really, man, come on, dude. Yeah, I was like, come on, man. I don't know. To me, that was bad luck. I was like, come on, man.
That was a little fruity, man. That was a little fruity.
Dude, and then after Patty won, Patty, he sat on him. I guess he was, he was going to try and choke. Twerk, I'm sorry. He was going to try and twerk, but Patty had no idea. So it's like he sat at him twice or whatever. When he won.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, when he won. That's what it looked like to me.
No, when he teabagged him. Him. That's what he was doing. That's
what it was.
Yeah, I forgot. I was sat on him. That's right. Patty did that teabagging move. It was a teabag. Which was weirder. Which was even fucking weirder.
Yeah, but hey, man, you got to match energy, man. You got to match it. So, hey, man, but hey, glad he got that win, because he was already on a 2-fight losing streak, and Dana does not like when you start losing.
Hell no.
Yeah, dude. So
you're in the pits.
Yeah, dude. Guys like Levitt let go very fast. Very fast. Yeah.
So that was a good finish.
Good finish, man.
Next up, we got Dustin Jacoby versus Bruno Silva.
Ooh.
Secured a KO victory in just under 2 minutes in round 1.
Yeah.
If you didn't see this fight, this was a pretty good one too. Caught him with the left. Jacoby just has a good fucking left. He caught him within the first minute, caught him with the left, and he starts stumbling. After that, it's textbook, just wails on him. Final hit, again, left to the chin, sits him down.
Man, dude, yeah. I remember watching that, and we were just like, oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was great, man. It was great. Yeah, Dustin Jacoby's looking really good now. He was a 180 minus 185.
So he was a favorite.
Yeah, he was the favorite here. So, but hey, man, yeah, he went out there, did his thing, man. That's great, man. That's good. I think maybe he should start getting into the rankings pretty soon.
You think Jacoby deserves the top 15?
Yeah, man. I mean, he's been fighting for a little while now. I think he's got I think his last fight was a win as well. So
also in the first round. Finish.
Also in the first, yeah.
Round finish.
Yeah, man. So let's move it on up, man. Let's move it on up. Let's get more Americans in the top 15
in the rankings. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, third finish of the entire card. Billy Ray Goff and Ramiz Brahama. I'm butchering.
Yeah.
Ramiz Brahima. There we go.
There you go.
So Ramiz got a first round victory 3 minutes into the fight via submission via guillotine choke. This was insane. We were fucking going crazy.
Yeah. And actually, it's Billy Ray Goff. Oh no! I'm sorry. You're right.
What?
Sorry, I misread here, but yeah, you're right about Ramiz is the one who got the sub.
Yeah, Ramiz got the sub via guillotine choke. He also got performance of the night bonus. Now, he had this guillotine choke, and when they replayed it, they had apparently they've had it since 2024, but this is when we noticed it. Was the refs now have a body cam, right? And they did a replay right there in the cage. You just saw Ramiz with the guillotine. Goff is there. You just see his hand go limp right there. We're like, what? They don't have a camera that close? It's like, no. The ref is wearing a body cam. We're like, oh shit, dude, it was good,
dude. And the just to see it, like, cause man, the choke was so deep.
It was.
It was so deep, and you're like, damn, like Billy Ray went completely purple,
limp,
bro. And here's the crazy part: Billy Ray Goff was a minus 400 favorite. 400 favorite.
Damn.
Can you imagine if you put a bet on that right now?
Damn. That's insane.
Yeah, dude. It was like, man, dude. Yeah, and Ramiz was the plus 300 underdog. So for him to get that win is pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, especially the way he did it.
Yeah.
The way he did it, bro. It was just deep. I mean, obviously Billy Ray Goff made a mistake. Because that's the only way you're going to get caught in a guillotine like that, man. You know what I mean? You make a mistake and that's it. Like,
they catch you.
They're going to catch you.
Yeah.
So, man, it was good.
So, funny enough, these two weren't originally set to fight. Ray Goff was supposed to fight some Korean, Sik Hoon originally. And Brahima was supposed to fight Oban Elliott originally. They got canceled because both of them suffered visa issues. And weren't able to make it, so
damn.
UFC decided, hey, they're in the same weight class, let's put them together.
Yeah. And hey, it's a complete win for Brahim.
Brahim,
or well, there's a J at the end, but
Brahima.
That's a great win, man. Highlight win, bro. Like,
true highlight.
Like, dude, not for nothing, but the body cam, the ref, that was just awesome. Awesome. I really hope they start doing more of that, man.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? It could be, but it could also be because, I think this year, just real quick, the contract is up for UFC and ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they're undergoing negotiations right now, and they kind of want to be like, hey,
yeah, dude,
you could be a little edgy too.
They're in talks with Netflix. ESPN is also in talks because they want him back.
Yeah, obviously.
I don't think Dana's going to go for that.
Yeah.
There's one more. I think it's Prime.
Oh, Prime.
So
okay.
Prime and Netflix are the new others that want in on that.
Wow. I don't know.
I don't know.
Netflix or Prime? What do you think?
Netflix or I don't know, dude. That's a tough one.
I say Netflix, dude.
You think Netflix?
Yeah, I think it's just more established. I know Prime's got some stuff on there too, but
Prime has a deal with one.
Yeah,
Prime shows one every once in a while.
Yeah, I know they got, but it's like, I don't think people are really watching Prime, dude. To be honest, yeah.
Well, yeah, if you're going in terms of like popularity and
what's more of a household name?
Netflix.
Yeah, like for streaming, it's gonna be
Netflix.
Yeah. And then I think when they had the Mike Tyson and Paul fight, that was like huge.
Oh yeah,
for Netflix,
dude, that broke records for Netflix.
That was huge.
Yeah.
So, and I just don't think it would have been the same if it would have been Prime.
You know what? That's true. That's fair.
That's
fair. If you could imagine Paul being like, "Yeah, this fight's gonna happen on
Amazon Prime."
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was just a little experiment they did, and it paid off.
And you know what? Netflix has that leverage. They're like, "Hey, we did this with Paul and Tyson.
Yeah.
Look at how many people
are watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Chances are they go with Netflix.
Yeah, man, you got me a little excited about that, dude. I'd love to see them on Netflix.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Okay, how about that snoozer, Taze Gamrot?
Oh, dude, I don't even.
That was the best.
That was the fucking best. Absolutely. I honestly, I think we were just talking through this whole fight, like nothing. I think Gamrot won.
Yeah.
I think Gamrot won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unanimous decision, bro.
What was interesting It made everyone go, what the hell? 5 minutes before the fight was set to go, Erin Blanchfield was going to walk out. And they're like, no. Maycee Barber's not going to come out. And they cancel the fight. Well, so, they had the commentators talking. They cut to commercial, come back. It's like, you know what? It's canceled. Everyone's like, what? So, put the cherry on top of a shit sandwich. You have the main event canceled. Yesterday, ESPN released an interview with Maycee Barber with Brett Okamono.
Yeah.
Not much was said. I'll save you the trouble. Not much was said. 17 minutes. She didn't remember anything. She didn't know anything. Every time Brett asked her a question, she was just like, I don't know. I don't really know. We don't know. Only real information that was given was she said the doctors told her it was a pseudo seizure, whatever that means.
Pseudo seizure. So not a seizure.
That's what I'm saying, because you hear the term with like pseudoscience, which is not real science. So it's like, what's a pseudo seizure? I don't know.
Man, dude, yeah, and and that's because she was very. You talk about Barber, right?
Barber.
And that's because I saw another interview that she was doing. She was going off on Erin, all mad, and
because Erin called her like unprofessional.
Yeah,
and she's like,
she was. But the thing about it is that she was just so like, I had a seizure. You know what I mean? And like I've never pulled out of fights and whatever, how many fights and this and that, and so she just made it like, I was like, oh well, she had a seizure. And then they were talking about, how she got her boob job. She even brought it up. She got a boob job. And I'm like, well, maybe it's complications from the boob job. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I mean, and then prior to that, like, she was hospitalized, like, after her last fight.
Oh, yeah. 11 days.
11 days or something. So, I mean, bad luck, I guess.
Yeah, bad luck. I don't know, man. But she had already been out for a year. It had already been quite a minute. So, I don't know, man. But now that you're like, well, it was a pseudo seizure, like.
Those were her words in this interview.
Yeah.
Right. That was her words. She said that, like, that had happened, and they called the doctors, and they asked her, like, are you okay? Can you fight? And of course, she said, of course, I'm going to say yes, but the doctors didn't release her.
Wow.
So.
That's interesting. But yeah, I guarantee Dana was not happy about that one.
Dude, especially, minutes? Minutes before the fight?
And Erin, like, I kind of understand her because, when these fighters go to the training camps and stuff like that, like, they're basically telling them, like, you can't be nice. You know what I mean? You can't be nice. You got to get mad a little, you got to kind of not like the person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you're going in there to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going in. Now, I know there's fighters that can. I'm pretty sure there's fighters that can control all that, right? Like, oh, I'm just going out there to have fun or whatever. This and that.
Thompson.
But, hey man, Thompson, bro. But yeah, dude. But like, especially girls, because female fighters are just.
They just don't have that like built-in aggression.
They're just like, they want to be nice to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, man. So I kind of get why she was a little mad, why she was a little emotional on that part. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is, brother.
And Blanchfield mentioned she doesn't want to, reschedule the fight. She wants to do something else.
Yeah. So. But in a sense, if that was, okay, I guess. I would have just been like, yeah, like, because eventually they're gonna meet. You know what I mean? I think Barber was number 5 and Erin was number 4.
Yeah.
And it's like
they're right there.
Right there. Yeah, they're right there. And like, we'll just see, right? Because I'm pretty sure Maycee's gonna want to make a comeback. Probably in the next couple of months, she's probably be back. And if she keeps winning, if she keeps the path that she's on, they're gonna have to eventually meet. Because I know Erin's not gonna stop.
Yeah.
Erin's not gonna stop. Like, Erin's on her way. I can tell. Like, she's got that fighter, like that championship mentality. You know what I mean? And I guess if you look at Barber, she got the boob job, and it's just kind of saying right there, like,
and
hey,
she missed weight, no?
Well, yes, but what I'm trying to say is it's her mentality. I don't know, but I just feel like she is cute. I'm pretty sure she's got a following, and now her mentality is starting to get to this like, oh well.
You think the headspace is
it's just different.
It's not the same as Blanchfield.
Yeah, because I mean we see it, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I don't want to say that Barber is PVZ, Paige Van Zandt, but essentially that's exactly what happened to her. You know what I mean? Like she was on her way in the UFC, and you get attention, you get a following, you get money, and you're like, why am I fighting if I can just make money?
Right.
Off
of socials.
Off of socials.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you think like her mentality is going more towards that?
I think at that point, you know what I mean? Who knows? Now after this, hopefully that mentality gets shifted back into the championship mode. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Back into championship. Because I remember her when she was coming up, she was like, I want to be the female Jon Jones. That's what she was saying at the very beginning, and then she lost, and then all that talk was out the window, right? So,
right.
But whatever, it is what it is, man.
Speaking of the bones, man, everyone's been talking about this. Everyone's been talking on everyone's mind. The world famous petition to strip Jones. DC's talked about it. Everyone's talked about it. I don't know. I don't know, man. Everyone's sick of it. Everyone's tired.
Yeah.
They don't want it no more.
Yeah.
Either you fight him or you let go, bro.
Yeah. Amen.
You fight him and you let go. And either they make the fight and Jones fights Aspinall, or they don't. They don't. He vacates the title, and they have, from what I've heard, they have Aspinall and Gon fight for the vacant title.
Why Gon? When's the last time you saw Gon? It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
You know what I mean? And he's like, I think he's like, hey, I'm not fighting unless it's for a belt.
I think that's why.
Yeah, and you're like, come on, man. Like you got to take at least a couple of fights, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, who else is there in the heavyweights, man?
I don't know, man. I guess it's because look, the key. They always talk about deserving.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, dude. Gon has been out for I don't even know how long now. The last time we saw Gon was, you know what I mean, and his hand was messed up. I think he won the fight, but his hand had just fixed his hand, but I was like, dude, oh no, the last fight was with Jones.
No, his last fight was with Jones. I thought he had fought after Jones too. No.
I think that was his last fight, and that was already like in 23.
I mean, yeah, that was definitely a long time ago. It was a hot minute. Let me see here,
dude. And then it took like another year.
Yeah, no. He lost to Jones. 23. Came back in September. Won against Spivak.
Oh, Spivak. Okay.
And then won in December 24 against Volkov.
Have we just been missing those fights or what?
This was UFC 310. Pantoja and Escura.
Oh, we didn't see that
one. I don't think we saw that one, right? I don't think we saw that one.
Okay.
But either
all
way.
Right. Well, okay. Fine. I'll take it back. Yeah. Well, hey, go for it. Gone.
So he won against Spivak. He KO'd. KO in the second round. Won via split decision against Volkov. So that wasn't even unanimous. That was split.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't know, man. Who else do you deem worthy?
Yeah, no.
What, Tuivasa?
No. Not at all. Yeah, I mean, well,
Rosenstrike?
Dude, you know what? Just getting back to the bone situation, man. Like, it just goes back to what I said before. I don't know, man. Jones has got to have something on Dana, maybe. I don't know, dude, because this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. I don't understand. Like, that's why I this petition to me, like,
it's getting up. It's getting
up there.
It's getting up there, close to 200,000 signatures.
You know, it's getting up there already, bro. I still think it's not enough. I don't think it's enough, bro, because UFC is a global brand, and you know we were talking about this the other day, and I was like, dude, I think in order for there to actually be like, it's got to hit 1 million, and it's got to hit 1 million soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Soon. It's got to hit it soon, because even Aspinall, I know Aspinall is already done with this. He's already said he's not going to be fighting. He's not going to be defending the interim. He's like, I'm fighting for the undisputed, or that's it. You know?
Right.
And that's it. And then, like, apparently Jones was somewhere at, like, I think in, I don't know, Britain or the UK or something. And they asked him about the fight. They said, hey, when are you going to fight? And he was like, oh, well, you know, UFC and me, we have a deal, so I can't say anything. So people are kind of speculating, like, oh, well, that fight might get announced soon. I really, really hope so, man, because, yeah, like, Aspinall, I just feel bad for the guy.
Yeah.
I just feel bad. Like,
everybody feels
he just recently broke a record for the longest time holding the interim
title.
You know, and he's just like, that's not a record you really want.
Yeah.
Especially when it's for no good reason. You know what I mean? It's not like Jones is injured or Jones is locked up. It's just Jones has just said, I don't need to fight. I don't need to fight.
You know, he's pulling a McGregor, but with the belt.
Dude,
he's pulling a McGregor, but he has the belt.
Man, yeah.
And you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe Jones just has something on Dana. Or ridiculously, Dana is willing to put up with it, and he just glazes Jon Jones that much.
Man, I mean, I would like to say no, but it's just like this always happens when Jones fights.
Yeah, because I mean, you've seen the memes like Dana oiling up Jones and vice versa. You know, that oil shit. Who knows, man?
And it just freaks me out at how much, like, the whole, like, system changes when Jones fights.
Yeah.
Like everything just changes within the company, within the UFC,
mm-hmm.
and like the whole, like, when they go, like, DC just gets it all the time whenever Jones is fighting. And that completely blows my mind. Because I'm like, DC is like a loyal company, man.
Yeah.
And they're like pulling like the graphics on the bottom of
like, DC's top 3 fighters.
Like that.
Jon Jones is up there and he's like, I didn't.
Like,
yeah. And who else gets that kind of treatment?
No, yeah, that's nobody.
Who else gets that kind of treatment within the organization?
Nobody, bro. Nobody. And it's like, and then when Jones, the fight's over, it goes right back to normal. It's like it goes back to normal.
Right.
But it's like Jones comes in and everything just changes for Jones.
Just that aura, man.
Yeah.
That aura
like,
changes.
So, I mean, you could be absolutely right that Dana is just like, do whatever you want.
Just puts up with it.
Do whatever you want. And it's like, because he has such a big following. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. People pay because they love Jones.
Mm-hmm.
That freaks me out is his fans, bro. He's got so many that love him, dude. You know? That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's not far-fetched.
That is crazy. Yeah, especially like with his record and his history. Come on, man.
But it just sucks because, I mean, bro was active. Bro was going active until 2020 after his win against Reyes. And even a lot of people were mad about that. They think Reyes won.
I do.
Right? People think Reyes won. Ultimately, I don't remember if I saw that fight or not. I don't think I did. But yeah, a lot of people are like, Reyes won and he got robbed.
Yeah, definitely. I would say that, dude. I would say that Reyes definitely got robbed, dude. It was a good fight, man. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 3 rounds to Reyes, 2 to Jones. I think Jones did get the championship rounds. You know, But yeah, Reyes definitely won, dude. And then Reyes, just real quick, has had like such a hard he's coming back. I think he's like on a 2 or 3 fight win streak. But after he lost to Jones, he lost like twice, ugly. I think one of them was to like Yuri.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken, and it was ugly. I think Yuri caught him with a spinning back elbow.
Yeah.
And it was ugly, bro.
On a fight night.
It was ugly. And after that, Yuri got launched into the title picture. But dude, I don't know, man.
Damn. So after Jones, he was on a 4-fight losing streak.
Wow.
Lost to Jones. Lost to Jan Blachowicz.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That was
lost against Yuri, and then lost against Ryan Spann.
What? Superman Spann? Wow, that was tough, dude.
He was on a 4-fight streak and got redeemed after fighting Dustin Jacoby.
We were just talking about it.
And Anthony Smith. And then his most recent win was in April against Nikita Krylov.
Wow.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah.
But currently he's on a 3-fight win streak.
That's good, man. Good to see that, man. Good to see that. But yeah, man, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully they announce that they're going to fight maybe in December.
November, December.
Yeah, November is more Jones.
November is Jones' month.
Yeah, that's
Jon Jones month.
That's Jon Jones month in November. That's true. Yep. So that's probably what they're gonna do
at MSG, New York. That's his.
Yeah,
that's good stuff, man.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
So now, are you hyped, my brother?
The meat and potatoes? Is
it
time?
It is time.
All right.
It is time. We're going to discuss our picks for the upcoming UFC 316.
Woo! It's about time, dude.
So first up, we have Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland.
Oh, real quick. I think before that one is going to be Bruno Silva and Joshua Van. I'm just going to say, let's go Van.
Oh, and the featured prelim.
Right, featured prelim. Joshua Van, dude. I like the guy. He's got a good fighting style, man. I think he's going to win.
So you got Van.
Yep. Let's go.
All right. I don't think I've seen either of those guys fight.
Yeah, I can't remember which fight I saw Van in, but yeah, I saw him, and then I saw him again, and I was like, nah, he's pretty good, man. He's pretty good.
Cool.
So, all right. So, let's get into that first bout. Vicente Luque, dude. You know what? I just saw that they canceled Johnny Walker's fight.
Yeah, he was originally supposed to fight.
I wouldn't have minded to see that.
He was gonna fight Luque, right?
He was fighting some other dude. This Azamat Mirzakhanov.
Oh, okay.
Mirzakhanov, and he withdrew. I don't know what happened, but injury. He's getting more injuries now, and
when he comes back, Johnny Walker's on that title run. Let's go.
Yeah, but I don't know. The guy's. I think he's funny, man. So, anyways, yeah. Vicente Luque, Kevin Holland, man. Let's go Holland.
You got Holland?
Yeah, I think he's gonna win this one, man.
You got Holland?
Yeah. Holland is just crazy. He's just tall, man. He's just tall.
He does have height, and I think he also has reach on Luque.
Yeah, he's tall. He's lanky, bro. I just think Luque is gonna want to grapple. I know he's got knockout power as well, dude. But I think Holland's just gonna keep him far. You know what I mean? He's gonna keep them right at that punch, and he's not gonna be able to get him, dude. And if he does. Let's just say Luque gets him down. Mm-hmm. Holland, not for nothing, is like damaging on the ground, bro. He's just throwing those elbows and those up kicks, and you're gonna get hurt. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're gonna get hurt, man. So it's not even a good idea
to go to the ground
to even try, dude, because it's so hard to get him down. Even Hamza.
Hamza.
Do you remember that fight? Hamza was having such a struggle. Like, he obviously had him controlled the whole fight.
Oh, yeah.
But,
right, yes.
dude, Holland fought till the very end. To the very end. And you're like, that's when you really saw the skill from Hamza, his grappling, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, dude, he had some trouble getting him, dude. Because he's just such a tall, lanky guy.
And I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go Holland on this one. I'm going to go Holland here. And you could even argue Luque's kind of washed.
You think?
I think Luque's kind of washed.
I think he's won on his last. Yeah, he won his last fight. I think
against Garimbo.
Garimbo, yeah, and he lost against Buckley, but Buckley's on the come up right now, man. Buckley is on the come up.
And unanimous decision against RDA.
RDA, yeah. Dude, Buckley, man, I've been really freaking out with that guy.
Right?
He's looking so good, man. He's looking so good. I remember the first time I saw him, and I was like, dude, this guy's so juiced up. He was so like stocky and muscular, and I was like, oh, this guy's gonna run through everybody, but he's just getting his ass whooped.
But, no, he's had some stopping points, but he's like you said, he's on the come up, man.
He is on the come up, man, dude. And this is welterweight, bro. This is welterweight. Holland's just gonna be faster, lighter. With that power that he's got, because he also fights at middleweight. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Holland on this one, man. Yeah,
absolutely,
definitely.
Agreed. So we got Holland on the first fight. Next up, we have Mario Batista against the debut of Patchy Mix, coming from Bellator. So, originally, Batista was set to fight Marlon Vera, but withdrew due to injury during training. Which is crazy because Vera has never withdrawn in 24 fights.
Wow.
24 fights and has never withdrawn.
Wow.
So, unfortunately.
That's a streak you didn't want to break, right?
Damn. Nah. So, Batista's last 3 fights is a decision win over Damon Blackshear and Ricky Simone. And heartbreaking, a split decision win against Aldo. Right? No one's happy about that one.
Oh, man. That's terrible.
Right? So, Mix, coming from Bellator, he's got a KO over Rafion Stotts. Round 1, first minute, 20 seconds. Interesting enough, Merab has also KO'd Rafion Stotts.
Damn.
Got him with a spinning back fist first 15 seconds of round 1.
Wow.
He got a submission against Sergio Pettis in round 2. Pettis was also in the UFC for a minute, and I think he went 9-5 in the UFC.
Yeah, he's a champ. He was a champ, and but dude, Pettis is already. I mean, he's already kind of washed, brother.
Yeah, and he has a split decision over Magomedov. Right, he has a split decision, but he also submitted him out cold in their first meetup.
Wow.
Right, and Magomedov has a win over Peter Yan.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me guess, a submission.
I'm not sure. Probably. Absolutely. Magomedov.
Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah. But hey, man. Wow. Okay, so let's say. You know what? Let's go Patchy, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go Patchy. And you know what? It's because, he's coming. He's making his debut, right? He's coming from Bellator. Coming from Bellator, and it just hasn't been looking good for the Bellator guys. The ones that are coming in from Bellator, these other small promotions, man. They just come over here, and the competition is just different. But also, I maybe it could be the rule set too. Maybe they're just not.
That's interesting because I never thought about that as well as what are the Bellator
rules compared to UFC rules.
UFC.
You know, maybe you're just trying to learn the rules, and you're like, oh, well, I used to be able to do this,
and now I can't. Do
yeah.
It, you know? Which is that's interesting. That's interesting. Never.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's guys that have made it, right? That they come in there and they win and stuff like that. But it's just like when you hear a big name coming from another promotion, usually they lose. Like what was the fight? I think we saw it. The one with it was the flyweight champ right now. What's his name?
Current flyweight champ.
Yeah, what's his name? That Brazilian? This is terrible.
I'm drawing a blank here.
Yeah. But it's because who cares? But so when he fought
Pantoja?
There you go. Pantoja fought some dude that they were hyping up from some, like, I think it was Japanese promotion or Korean promotion, one of those promotions. I forgot what the guy's Tatsuro or something like that. And Pantoja destroyed him. You know, like, he just completely won the fight. So, I don't know.
Kai Oscara. That was the one that we said we didn't watch. That was the one we said we didn't watch.
No.
Yeah.
That's the one we didn't watch?
Yeah, because we were just talking about it because...
that was his last fight?
That was his last fight. Pantoja's last fight.
Oh crap! Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I saw something else, or maybe I saw it at a different time. But anyway, I was like, dude, like, you know, they were hyping up this guy, and
he says it was off a Korean or Japanese promotion, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I got him submission round 2.
Yeah. So you're like, nah, dude. But hey, you know what? Let's go Patchy Mix, man. Let's see some, something different, man. Let's see something different.
Prove me wrong. I love it.
Prove me wrong. Yeah, and not for nothing, dude, but yeah, for, Batista to get his last win against Aldo like that, dude. To pretty much do the same thing that Marab did. Yeah. Let's go Patchy.
Let's go Patchy. Let's go Patchy.
Yeah, dude, because after that, Aldo was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm retiring. You know what I mean? Like,
he looked sad, man.
He looked sad.
Just like, I don't have it in me anymore.
Dude, but it's like, I think a lot of it too was just like, he's like, this isn't, the fighting that, we're supposed to be fighting here, not holding me up against the fence.
Yeah.
But hey, man, sometimes you find that little hack and you're like, oh, well, that's how I'm going to win,
Yeah.
Let's win with ground control. Let's win, holding up against the fence.
I think it was, he should have stayed retired. Maybe they offered him a good amount of money to come out of retirement. They needed him. It was a really lame pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And they had his name on there. And
that's true.
Like, maybe it was a Pereira fight. And the only names people were looking at was Pereira and Aldo.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, we got to bring him out because Pereira's the only name.
Yeah.
Like, nobody cares.
Yeah.
We got to bring
something.
And I really wish they hadn't done that.
Yeah. But hey, man, he's retired. Hopefully, he stays retired, man. Just enjoys just enjoy retirement, man.
He's a legend. He's got nothing to prove.
Yeah, there's nothing more to prove. You were champion forever and a day. OG champion, WEC champion, I think, and hey, just enjoy retirement, man.
Just enjoy retirement.
You did it.
So let's go Patchy. Next up, we got, there's another easy one right here. Kelvin Gastelum versus Be Like Joe Pyfer.
Woo, man, it's Pyfer.
It's Pyfer all the way, man.
It's Pyfer.
So they rescheduled this fight. Originally supposed to happen in March during Moreno versus Usyk.
Yeah.
And we finally got it. We finally get it. But Gastelum doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Does not stand a chance.
Gastelum's already, he's already like 36, if I'm not mistaken.
He's up there.
He's already up there. 33. Pyfer, 33. Pyfer is like 28. And hang on, let me just double check on Pyfer real quick. Let's see here. Pyfer is 28. And Gastelum's just been in some wars, man. He's got some damage on him. And dude, at 6'2", like Pyfer's just muscle coming at you. Pfeiffer is just muscle coming straight at you, bro, with all that power. You know, and Gaslam is, dude, 5'9".
Damn, there's, what, 5 inches?
Dude, 5 inches, and he
6'2", yeah, what is 6'2" and 5'9"?
And you're like, bro, like the body difference of Gaslam and Pfeiffer is just, you can't argue with that.
So easy win for Pfeiffer?
Yeah, I mean, but you know what? Respect to Gaslam, dude. I don't think it's going to be an easy win. I don't think so, dude, because you know Gaslam does have a granite chin, dude. He's got a pretty good chin. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I would, if I'm gonna do one of those micro bets, I would say probably round 2. I think Pfeiffer gets him.
Pfeiffer in round 2?
Yeah, I think Pfeiffer in round 2. I think he's just going to come out guns a-blazing, put all this pressure on him in round 1, beat him up, round 2, TKO.
I would agree.
Yeah, TKO, man.
Because what is this? Gaslam's lost against Sean Brady, and I think he lost against Chris Curtis.
Oh, the Action Man.
No, he won against Chris Curtis.
Oh, he won?
Won against Chris Curtis.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so he got a win over D-Rod, over Chris Curtis, but he lost to Sean Brady via submission.
Chris Curtis. Okay, there's some names, man. Those are some names.
But we give
Brady's on the come up too. Brady is on the come up. He's been doing really good. So that's that's a loss, but that's you're fighting a pretty elite level guy now.
But we still give it to Pfeiffer.
Yeah. Oh, definitely
Pfeiffer.
Definitely Pfeiffer, dude. Hopefully this guy doesn't get sick and get all.
No,
I hate the food here in America.
No, dude, they talked to him about that. They asked him about that, and first thing he said is like everyone made it a race thing, which it wasn't.
Yeah,
Everyone made it a race thing, which it wasn't. He was just like, and he straight up said, I don't like the food and I don't like the country. It's just he was straight up, which is fine. That's fine. Yeah. I get it. That's truth.
Yeah.
Truth.
Yeah.
You say it like it is.
Yeah.
But immediately turned it into a race thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, let's see Pfeiffer with a dub.
Yeah, let's see Pfeiffer with that dub, man. Yeah, Gaslam had his time, dude. I was kind of surprised seeing 33. I was thinking already older, 36. I would say that this is the prime for most fighters.
Because you see him moving like a 36-year-old.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. He's missed weight a lot. Gaslam has missed weight a lot.
Yeah, he was at welter. Now he fights middle.
Yeah, dude. So, yeah, let's go Pfeiffer, man.
Let's go Pfeiffer. On to the co-main event. I know you're excited for this one.
Yes.
Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison.
Let's go Harrison.
So you're going Harrison.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I always want to, don't want to say this is going to be easy win, but I don't know, dude. You're looking at Harrison and you're looking at Pena. And again, the body difference, man. Like, Pena, just like a normal woman. And then you're like, over here, Harrison is just ripped.
She's cut. She's cut. She's stocky.
Ripped and cut. Just looks ready to go. Like,
you gotta give it to her.
You just gotta give it to her, bro. The fact that she used to fight at 155, dude. Harrison
used to fight at
155 in PFL, bro. And then like to make that 20-pound difference, dude, to 135 because there's no 155 here in the UFC. It's just like you're taking all that power and you're just making it lighter and faster. You know what I mean? You're taking all that power, you're gonna make it lighter and faster, And Pena just her fight with Nunes. Come on, man! And that's because Nunes is not even cut like Harrison.
No.
And you're like, Nunes destroyed her. Like the first fight. Look, the first fight, I'm going to say this. The first fight with Nunes, with Peña, it was great to see Peña win. But I do believe that Nunes had COVID. That was the big thing that Nunes said, that she got COVID. And it was like 2 or 3 weeks before the fight. And COVID, like, look, it's not a joke, dude. Like, it takes a long time to actually fully recover. You know, and like seeing Nunes leading up to that fight, their first fight, she didn't look good. Like, she did not look like herself. Like, she did look weak.
She wasn't 100%.
Yeah, she was not 100%, man. You know, and Peña took advantage and won, you know. She won and stuff, and it was good. It's good to see her win. It's good to see, like, a complete upset like that. You're like, wow, dude. But even still, I was like, seeing the way she throws that punch, that little jab where she's just got her shoulders real high and she's doing this, like, you're like, what the hell? Like, and you're like, that's effective? And then she just try to do the same thing in Nunes too, bro. She tried to do the same exact thing, and Nunes completely exposed her, bro. Just destroyed her in that fight, dude. Knocked her down like several times, man. And you're just like, nah, this chick doesn't have it. But then she comes back and she fights Pennington and wins, right? The fight wasn't that great.
Split decision. Man.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. And now she's going to go up against Harrison, who she's got the power and she's got the grappling, dude. If she gets her down, it's over. Peña has no grappling. If she gets her down, it is over. You know, and Harrison is like a judo specialist or something like that. And you're like, nah, man. Like, Peña is not.
Does not have it.
Nope. Not at all, dude. And then check this out. Hang on. Oh, no. They're about the same age. Okay. 35. Peña's 35. Harrison's 34. Yeah, man. You got to go. I got to go with Harrison, man.
I'm going to say Peña keeps the title, man.
Shut up.
I'm going to say it, bro.
Just to go,
just to
keep it interesting.
Hell yeah, man! I say Peña keeps it. And I've been hearing a lot. You see the comments and stuff. You know, and they're like, it was like, Peña doesn't keep the title. Yeah. Harrison's gonna wipe the floor with her. Yeah, like, let's go Peña, bro. Let's go Peña.
I just want to get everybody mad.
Like, I want an upset, and I want to be right about it.
Hey, man. Hey, at least you're honest, bro. Yeah, dude. Because I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Who's the favorite? I want to see the odds makers.
It would have to be Harrison.
I want to see the odds makers in that.
There's no way it's Peña.
Let me look that up.
It's minus 600 for Harrison, dude.
Holy shit, let's go.
Yeah.
That would be an amazing upset.
That would be.
Let's fucking go.
Upset of the fucking year, dude. Like, yeah, because you're right. Everyone and their mother is like, bro, this is easy win for Harrison, dude. This is an easy win for Harrison, bro. Peña's already like accusing her of using steroids. Her coach had to come out and be like, nah, man, you know, she's a freak among freaks. And you're like, okay. You know, but yeah, man. Hey, you know, it'd be upset of the year. Well, I guess of the month, right? It's still the middle of the year. Who knows? We'll get a crazy upset.
We'll get a crazier upset.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. So, and not for nothing, dude, but Peña, man, like, I just don't like. She's just talking too much shit.
So you just don't like her personally?
Like, she's just talking too much shit. Like, with Nunes, it was cool because you're like, they got some beef and a little bit of history, whatever. But it's just like with Pennington, they had beef on Tough too, and I don't know. I was just like, dude, just shut up, man. Just
you think she just stirs it up?
Yeah, yeah. I think even at one point the crowd kind of turned on her a little bit, but I was just like, oh, dude, like, just
shut up.
Yeah, you know. Or if you're gonna talk, bro, like, just don't talk shit. You know what I mean? Like, you can talk your smack or whatever, dude, but like, I think at some she just goes, puts her foot in her mouth and then can't take it back. You know?
Hell yeah! So let's go.
But yeah, man, let's go, man.
Harrison, you, me, Pena.
Let's go. Let's go.
On to the main event.
Woo! Your boy.
Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili.
Let's go, boy.
Let me start. Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to. They asked Sean about this too. This is an immediate rematch for Sean O'Malley, right? Just over a year, just under a year. And Merab fought Umar previously, right? What do you think about the immediate rematch for Sean? Like, he didn't have to fight a contender. He didn't have to, just immediate right off the bat.
So, in a perfect world, I would be like, okay, let's maybe fight. Let's get a fight with him and Sandhagen. Because everybody wants to see that fight. Let's get a fight with him and Sandhagen. And then they fight for the title. Whoever wins fights for the title, right? But I think in this situation, it's just kind of a business move. I think, Dana in the UFC, they're just kind of hoping for a O'Malley win.
Oh, yeah.
And
absolutely.
Hoping for a O'Malley win, but to get the Sandhagen fight. Because that's a big fight.
Oh, you mean if he wins, then they book Sandhagen and him for the championship.
I think they book him and Sandhagen for the championship.
I feel like do that either way. Even if he loses.
Right. But if he loses, but it's just bigger if it's for a belt.
A belt. Yeah. Of course, absolutely.
It's bigger if it's for a belt. Yeah, because that's a good fight, man. That's a good fight.
In the press conference, someone asked him, it's like, hey, Sean, people have been saying, it's like, you've got Dana White privilege. What do you say about that? It's like, thanks, Dana. Fist bumps Dana.
Hey, man, I get it, man. They're all trying to get that belt, trying to get that money, It's like, they always say, when you win a championship, your life completely changes. And it's like, once you get a taste, and then you're like, oh, sorry, you're not the champ no more. No, I want to be the fucking champ.
What is this bullshit?
Yeah, man. But look, going into the fight though, also, O'Malley's been talking a lot that this year he's, been living that clean life. He's been living that clean life, no weed, hasn't been, jacking off or anything like that, right?
Yeah, no fat.
Right. According to him, he's been clean and sober and on the straight and narrow, and I do think that does play a factor into your fights. I really do think it does. You know what I mean? Of course, there are exceptions. I mean, Jones is a hell of an exception. But that's a hell of an athlete.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I think that's gonna play a big part going into this fight, man. I think O'Malley just is so focused right now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and he said it himself. He played too much into the Sugar character.
Yeah.
He played too much in the Sugar character. He's completely flipped, turning that clean lifestyle. He's off of socials, not smoking, not fapping, not all this shit. He's really focused. So fucking let's go, dude.
Yeah, let's go, dude. Let's go.
Let's go, O'Malley.
And it's like Merab is Merab. He's out there. He's doing his thing. He's still, hasn't stopped training. But I think that's going to play a part into why O'Malley is going to win. I think Merab has just been going so hard.
For so long.
Right, and they call him the Machine Man, and he's been looking like it, bro. But he's going in there with that toe injury, right? And, I mean, I know we've seen this before, where he's got injury after injury, and he's just posting it, but he goes out there, he fights, and he wins. We've seen it before, dude. So, I'm not gonna say it's an easy fight. Of course, it's not easy. It's not gonna be an easy fight, but I think the training and just the constant fighting is gonna play into Merab's downfall. Because I saw what happened with Volk and how Volk is always like, I want to get into it. I want to stay busy and stay active and all these good things, right? But you're like, in the last Volk fight, he looked pretty when he was fighting Lopez.
Oh, yeah.
It was a big worry that he was like, I'm going to get knocked out, man. Because Lopez just didn't stop.
Yeah.
Lopez did not stop. Volk, I think everybody was scared that Volk was going to get knocked out, dude. Because Topuria, bro, that little freak, bro, just came there and knocked him out. And it's like, once your chin goes, it goes. It's gone.
That's the beginning of the end.
Yeah. It's gone. And I know, I'm pretty sure Volk was doing his best to keep that chin tucked in and not getting, clocked. So it was a tough fight with Lopez, bro. It was a heartbreaker for Lopez, man. But, I see that and I'm just like, I think that's going to play also a factor into the fight. I don't think Merab is going to do anything different. I think he's going to still play into the same throw game. Everything, grapple, throw everything, grapple, when I say throw everything, what I mean is throw every punch, every kick I can, get into the pocket, grapple, get back up, throw every punch again, every kick, grapple, get into the pocket. You know what I mean? That's just the way he fights. That's how that's how he did it against Umar. Right? You know what I mean? Just completely smothered Umar. Umar couldn't even breathe by the end, Yeah. That overconfidence, bro. It was just so much overconfidence in Umar, and he just went in there like, crap, I can't even keep up with Merab.
Yeah, dude. And I don't know if you've seen these videos. So that's what also hypes me up is, so this is the second time. They run it back, right? They run it back. They've seen, I guarantee you he's seen that fight over and over and over again. There's a video of O'Malley sparring with Tim Welsh.
Okay.
Right? And it's weird, but Tim Welsh is moving like Merab. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's got the footwork down, kicks the knee, kicks the leg, whatever.
Wow.
He's moving just like Merab.
Mm-hmm.
Attempts a takedown just like Merab. So it's like, fuck, dude. I don't see how O'Malley just doesn't fuck him up.
You're right. Doesn't know what to do.
I don't think there's anything he does that can shock O'Malley,
Yeah.
He's aware. He knows. He knows what he's getting into.
Yeah. And if you're saying what you're saying, then that means that Welch has just studied Merab up and down.
Dude. Yes.
Everything for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, I got the game plan. I know what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, that I'm pretty sure he's gonna get the clean living, and then with Welch just being the mastermind behind the game plan.
Seriously, yeah.
You're like, nah, brother. Let's just see if Welch gets into Rob's head again with when he was talking to him in the yeah, dude, that was I remember seeing that and Merab kind of going off on him, and then who was it? Herb that had to step in, and he's like,
Herb.
Yeah, he's like, bro, let me do my job, whatever. And
yeah, because Aljo was like, he's talking to him. He's talking to him. And it's like, let me do my job.
Yeah, man. So let's go, man. That's gonna be a fight, dude. That's gonna be a fight. I don't think there's gonna be a KO though. I don't think it's gonna be a knockout. I don't think there'll be a submission.
You think it goes the distance?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna go to the distance, dude. But it's gonna be a fight. I think it's going to be when O'Malley fought against Petr Yan.
Oh, okay.
You know how that was a fight to the very end.
Yeah, so
it's so good.
It's going to be like that.
Yeah, that fight was so good, man. So I think it's going to be like that. I hope it's going to be like that.
My hopes too, man.
Yeah,
it's shaping up to be a solid card.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm here for it, man. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. So, it's going to be in Jersey. Over in Jersey. Too bad we can't go.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's Jersey.
Too bad we can't go. Yeah, but, I'm just looking at the card and I'm like, let's go, dude.
To be there, that would be sick.
It would be sick,
It
bro.
would be sick to be there.
It doesn't matter if you're in Jersey or not, bro. Dude, and then this, just real quick, dude. You got this little hottie, Ariana De Silva, fighting on the early prelims against this Wayne Kong chick, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to throw that out there. I think she's super hot, so yeah.
You're gonna go for the hottie?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go for the hottie. But yeah, I look at Wayne Kong and I'm like, nah, I think this bitch. I think this chick is gonna, she's gonna mess her up pretty good. But yeah, man, card's looking good, bro. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.